Hey guys, we're with FortheOne Defense, and today we're going to be talking to you a little bit about situational awareness and then also giving you a couple of very basic self-defense moves that are easy to learn and hard to forget. My name is Rachael Chance.
I'm Matt. I have 12 years experience in law enforcement.
We both have our black belts in Krav Maga. We have lots and lots of experience together on how to keep yourself safe and how to defend yourself quickly and efficiently. So today, when we're talking about situational awareness, I really want you to think about the everyday situation that you're in. Are you going to the grocery store? Are you going to pick up a package somewhere? Are you going even just to the post office? How do you leave your car? Are you someone that warms your car up outside with it running because you want it to be warm when you get inside? Those things like that, you want to try to not make yourself an easy target. So when you go into a store, think about if by the time you come out, it's going to be dark. If it is, try to park under a light. If you come out of that store and you see a suspicious vehicle or there's something inside of you that just doesn't feel right, listen to your intuition. We are born with intuition and it comes naturally. So let yourself have that feeling and listen to it. Teach yourself to listen to your intuition. Why do you feel that way? What is around your vehicle? Maybe there's somebody lingering outside of the store that looks weird and suspicious. If that's the case, go back inside, tell security, and ask them to walk you to your car. That is their job. If you don't have the option of having a security guard walk you to your car, at least waiting a couple of extra minutes to wait for that vehicle to leave or that person to leave. You want to make sure that you're always aware of what's going on.
Remember, during this time, as Rachel said, it's very busy. Slow down. Take your time to get to your car, but additionally, prepare. Have you prepared for an incident that could occur and what you're going to do? Those are some key things in safety and working past an attack. We need to prepare ourselves. You prepare yourself on going to the grocery store. What do I need? Well, what do you need if you get attacked? What are you ready to accomplish?
I mean, how many of us have gone over, what if you get a flat tire? What if you run out of gas? What if you lock your keys in your car? Those situations we've all ran our heads through or been in. The same type of thing of mental preparedness helps you with your situational awareness. Situational awareness is not just looking at every single person that's walking towards you and not taking in any information. It means being able to look at the whole and seeing what doesn't fit. And naturally, you will be able to tell. If you're in a parking area or a grocery store, or maybe you're walking through a mall or an area where you notice the same people or the same person or the same couple of guys that happen to be going down every single aisle you're going down. Why are they going down those aisles? Pay attention to that kind of stuff. Or are they always not necessarily maybe in the same aisle, but they're in the same area as you, even when you were on opposite sides of the store? Those types of things you should be able to point out and to see. And when you're noticing that stuff, that's when you can start to put yourself in a safer position. So you're not in a position of fighting for your life. We never want you to be in that position, but we always want to give you all the tools that you would need to get out of it. And that first tool are your eyes. It's being able to look around, observe, see what's going on. The second one would be your mouth. You know, too often, especially women, but this day and age, it seems like people are so afraid of being rude or too abrasive. Women are taught, you want to be a lady and act like a lady. And it's true, you do. You want to be a lady, but you want to be a lady that can defend yourself and that nobody wants to mess with. So make that point across. If some guy keeps following you down the aisles or you notice them or they're walking towards you in a weird way, don't be afraid to look them in the eye. If they come up and ask you for money, don't go, no, I'm sorry. I don't have any. It's just I'm sorry. We have the tendency to do that. We apologize for saying no. No, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. No, I don't. Don't do that. You look at him and tell him, no, I don't. And I don't appreciate you coming around here and being this close to me. So go.
Now, Rach hit the nail on the head, right? Our voice. But what does that additionally do? It makes the attacker or potential attacker uncomfortable, right? Now there's a scene that's being made. They don't want the scene. They want to accomplish their task, which is whatever it is, to take your new iPhone, right? Your purse, money. Unfortunately, nowadays, it might be a child. But if we're prepared and we're utilizing our voice as the second line of defense, right? Because our first line of defense is seeing the problem. Now we're utilizing our voice. We're starting to bring attention. hopefully if that does happen, there is someone out there that it's gonna come and help. They might make the phone call to law enforcement for you, right? But this has started some sort of communication, whether it's good or bad, there is communication that is happening at this point. We need to start, as we're vocalizing this, we can start making distance, start getting away, separating yourself from that potential attacker. We've perceived some sort of threat. So now we want to get away from that threat. That's okay. Start making space, even if you're the one getting on the phone at the same time. Second you dial 911 and they answer, it's going to start recording. So it's starting to record this whole interaction that's happening right now.
And don't be an easy target. Criminals are just like the animal kingdom, guys. They are predators looking for easy prey. Don't be the easy prey. Don't be the prey that is unsuspecting and not looking and digging around in your purse or maybe in your phone because, man, I really got to let her know with a really funny GIF because she messaged me and we're in a GIF war all day. I got to get this out. Whatever is on here can wait until you're somewhere safe. Also, please don't get in your car and sit there. For some reason, people think, oh, I'm in my car. It's like I'm on base and they can't mess with me in my car. And that is not true, okay? Carjackings are on the rise. Human trafficking is definitely on the rise. Those are all things that we need to be aware of. If you're a mama and you've got little ones in the back like I do, I am not gonna get in my car and sit there and start to answer text messages or emails. That is a very dangerous place to be. You're a sitting duck in your car, not aware of your surroundings, right? So don't be that way. You be the one that's looking around and seeing what's going on. When you get in your car, buckle up and go. If you have little ones, I've taught my kids, hey, keep an eye out for us. If I'm putting groceries in the car, my daughter will tell me, Mom, there's a guy that's walking up. He has a hoodie on and light jeans, and he's walking towards you. I'll tell her, oh, okay, thank you, babe. Not that I'm depending on my kids to look out for me because I'm already looking out, but I'm teaching them to be aware of what's going on around them. I can also teach them just because it's somebody driving a van, it doesn't make them suspicious. But if you see that vehicle parked very close to ours and there's not a lot of room for you to get in, you don't go in there. You don't go down that little aisle to try and get in our car. You wait for mama and we're gonna get in a different side. Teach yourself. Go out today and say, what are some of the things that I'm doing really wrong? Do I dig in my purse while I'm getting up to my car to look for my keys? Do I sit there and enter my code to my car on the door? Yeah, am I one of those people, or am I somebody that at a stoplight, if I do feel like I'm being pulled to give money to somebody there, am I opening my wallet with the window down to give them $5? How am I going about my daily business that is dangerous? And then how can I change it? That's all that we need you guys to do, is to be more aware of what you're doing on a daily basis and what you can do to keep yourself safe.
So now at this point, we've kind of spoke about multiple avenues that you can go down when you start identifying a threat. Now, what we want to get into is, what if that threat grabs you? It's a very common thing, especially from a man. They want to grab a woman, right? Grabbing them by their wrists. So some very easy techniques can be utilized here to get away from their attacker.
So first, I could just very easily, if I notice it right away, I'm rotating my wrist away and kind of slamming down with the outside of my hand here onto their wrist. Okay, so I'm rotating around and pushing down. At that same point, I'm not just going, okay, don't do that. I don't like that, okay? When they grab you, you go, don't touch me like that. You have to say it like you mean it. Look them in the eye and let them know. If you're a mama or you're somebody at work, a boss at work, how do you make people know that you're serious? When does it get to that point of, okay, they need to understand that I mean business? Now take that and increase it by 10. If somebody ever puts their hands on you in an aggressive fashion, I don't care if it's the drunk uncle at a barbecue, you let him know you will not touch me like that. There is a way that you can get out. If he's too strong and that doesn't work and you can't even rotate your hand, you want to drop your base just a little bit, reach over, pull your hand out and step in with an elbow. It happens very quick. Elbows are very effective and it lets the attacker know, I mean business, I'm gonna fight back and I'm not going down like this. Not today. So that's a very important mindset that you need to have. You need to go out there and say, I'm not a victim and I will not allow myself to be a victim. And these are the things I can do to prevent from being in those situations. But if I am and somebody grabs my hand, I know I can rotate it around and push it down. Or if it's too strong, I can use my other hand, use that force pulling over my shoulder and step in to elbow to the face. That's very effective and it will work, I guarantee you. Now, the next thing would be if you're in a very dangerous position, but this is also very common because it's a big control factor for attackers, is someone choking you around your neck. If they're choking you, you start to lose your oxygen, your airway, your vision will start to get blurry, your eyes will start to water, things like that. If you've ever been choked, you understand. If you have not, you physically can't scream for help. So people that are like, yell for help if you're being choked, you can't. Physically, it's impossible. So if you find yourself in this situation, obviously things have gotten very serious, and a choke is, in my opinion, a life attack. He's attacking my life. He's trying to take my life. So at this point, I'm gonna defend my life to the fullest ability possible, which means I'm gonna put my hand up like I have a question. I'm gonna rotate my hips very quickly and hard. I'm gonna come down with my elbow crashing down over his arms. And then when I come up, I'm coming up with a backwards elbow, okay? When you come up with that, you're exploding from your legs to their face. And then you can grab them and knee them in the face.
It's very effective. And when it comes to the voice, this is my wife and she still scares me when she gets really firm, okay? However, guys, when you're doing this, this is a very effective move and it is very simple to do. We're gonna switch sides here so you can kind of get a different view of things. I encourage you to try this in practice. But again, right now for this demo purpose, I'm only going right here on her collarbone, okay?
Another thing to remember is a lot of people do, because of maybe past traumatic events, this is a trigger. This is a big emotional trigger where they want you to freeze and to panic. And in this moment, that's why I'm only showing you big motor skills, because these big movements of my hand coming up and me rotating my hips, coming down and coming back up with an elbow, wrapping around and kneeing him and kicking him in the groin multiple times are all things that you can remember. Your hand up like you have a question, rotate those hips, come down and back up with an elbow. Even if that's all you do, and push them away, yelling and making distance. When you make that distance, don't ever give your back to your attacker. Don't ever turn to run from them. You want to always face them, making space. Get away from me, get back. Those types of things. And don't be afraid to use a very stern, loud, strong voice. You are allowed to do that. That is your life and your body.
When it comes to the voice, remember, as you're yelling, unfortunately, yelling help can scare people away. It is what you need, and I'm not saying don't say that. However, other things to remember, yell out what's happening. Please don't touch me. Don't grab me like that. Different things like that. That's gonna
get away from me.
Those clues and cues are gonna get someone thinking back, someone needs help over there. Okay? Say what's happening. Everybody nowadays records everything. So that's gonna be great evidence, right? When law enforcement gets in it and you utilize this awesome technique that you just learned, and law enforcement can see exactly what happened. They can hear you. Everything like that, all of these little factors are gonna play into that. And it's only gonna help your story. When it comes to situational awareness and you go out, just like Rachel talked about, and looking at different people, play that story in your head. What did you see? How many people were in the car? Who was driving? All of those little details tell a story that somebody may need to know, even if it's just you being a great witness. So remember, you may not always be the one that is attacked, but you can be a great witness for somebody else and help them in that fashion.
Thank you guys for your time today. If you have any questions, feel free to go to our website at globalonedefense.com, and you can find contact information for either one of us. Please email us if you have any questions. There's also listings of future trainings there as well. Thank you so much. God bless and have a great day.